The government has now finally admitted that the insects, that's the locusts, pose a major threat to the country's food security. Devolution Cabinet Secretary Eugene, however, defends the government's efforts in keeping the locusts at bay. And as Denis Otieno now reports, the dreaded insects have now invaded parts of Kitui, sending panic among residents in the county.
Farmers in Kitui are a worried lot. In 3 weeks' time, majority of them will be expecting a bumper harvest. But this may not be the case, as desert locusts have now invaded their farms.
Zimeharibu chakula nyingi sana cha wanadamu, karibu 4 acres hivi. Kwa hivyo wana serikali na wasi sana mtume dawa ili hizi vitu ziishe.
Areas affected include Sekuru, Ngomeni, Kyuso, Matoni, Katalani, Mukumanza and Kavani. Residents estimate that the locusts have destroyed more than 20 acres of vegetation cover in farms bordering Mwingi North and Mwingi Central.
If these things spend another 24 hours, our vegetation is going to be basically cleared because they are eating both crops and anything they find on our land. This is a serious threat to the livelihood of our people.
It is perhaps against this backdrop that the government has acknowledged the threat posed by locusts on the country's food security.
The issue of locusts, I think that was a very sad occurrence because many of the counties that had received above average rains were recovering from the floods and the animals were doing very well until the locusts came from Ethiopia and from Somalia and invaded most of the northern counties and have come even as far as Tarakaniti, and they are threatening our food security.
But the CES was quick to defend measures taken by the government so far to stop the spread of the locusts.
My brother CS Munya has been in Isiolo, where many of the aircrafts were stationed to go across northern Kenya to deal with the locusts, and sufficient resources have been deployed and air assets to ensure that we deal with this menace.
Thousands of acres of farms have been destroyed by the locusts ever since they entered the northeastern part of the country in late December last year. This, coupled with the impact of the delayed rains, which affected planting season in many food-growing areas, remains a cause of concern for the country's food security going forward. Denis Otieno, Citizen TV.